Hey everyone, I'm Adam,
And I'm Chris.
and this is the Gamer's Hall.
And today we're here to talk about another power build that some DMs are finding annoying to deal with or difficult to deal with. And that's going to be the Polearm Master Sentinel build.
This one's cool. I actually really enjoy this particular build. I don't find it.
So what are the good things of this build?
Well, first of all, it is your hold the line build. It is a character that is going to stand in the middle and make sure that anything that tries to get to his party member, his friends, or the thing he's protecting, or her, it's going to stop it. It's going to stop it right there. Because you have with the...
Because, I mean, when you get the Polearm Master, your damage is increasing because you get a bonus action attack.
Right.
When you use certain weapons.
Yeah. Glaive, halberd, quarterstaff, spear. Bonus action, you get to hit with the butt of the weapon, so an extra d4 of damage.
Yep.
And then when you're wielding it, if something were to provoke...
if someone enters your threat area,
you
get a reaction attack against...
it provokes an opportunity attack, specifically an opportunity attack.
Okay, so whenever something enters your threat area, it provokes an opportunity attack.
Yep.
Which, when you pick up Sentinel, if you get an opportunity attack and you hit the person with that, it reduces their speed to 0.
Yep. Stops them dead in their tracks.
So that means that the person has, if they don't have range or they don't have reach, they've essentially that creature has wasted its turn.
Right. So things can't really move around you. And also, on top of that, if it tries to attack something other than you, because of the Sentinel feat, within 5 feet, you get to attack it back. So if you're not trying...
As long as the other person that they're attacking also doesn't have Sentinel.
Right.
Because if both people have Sentinel, then it doesn't work.
So you make a tank character. This guy is going to probably be sword and board. Well, not sword and board. He's going to be spear and board, maybe.
Or
maybe glaive.
just a glaive.
A glaive. So, get the reach. He's probably going to wear heavy armor. So this most likely you're not ever going to find this on a light armored character. You might. It might be kind of cool to have one, but more than likely full plate is where this person's going. Or half plate if they have a higher dex. That's what's cool about it, really. I mean, who doesn't want to be a Spartan? I have a character that's actually going towards that. I'm not trying to make this power build, but that's what I'm going for. I want to hold the pass. I don't want somebody to get by.
Yeah.
And I find it to have that really heroic moment that I'm looking for. And that's what this build creates, is that heroic moment of,
I've got the line. You guys do whatever y'all need to do. I'm holding everything at bay.
Or I'm the last hope that everybody's got. That creates that awesome cinematic moment of, you see the rush of enemies, maybe zombies or orcs or something coming down the hill and funneled to you, and you're the only one that can hold it all back. Absolutely fun sounding.
Yeah.
And apparently, it's a huge problem for DMs.
Yeah, because I think the biggest problem a lot of DMs are having is just that the locking down of a creature.
Right.
So if for instance, this is a nightmare build for any type of solo creature.
Yeah.
If you've got a big baddie, if say a giant's coming, then it's like boop, nope, you stay right where you're at and leave us alone over here. Now, granted, I think giants do have a 10-foot reach, so they'd still be able to attack the person.
Some have a 15-foot.
Jeez.
Okay. I believe that's the storm giants have a 15-foot.
But I mean, a lot of solo creatures don't have that reach. So essentially, once they rush, you're stopping them, and then the rest of the party is just hurling all their ranged attacks.
And you can't run past the person, because as soon as you try to run past, if the creature tries to run past, it will just say no, stop, and then stops them. There's nothing. Nothing great. Now I can see why that's a major issue. So this character's perfect for locking down one thing.
Yeah.
It should be tough.
And the thing that sucks about it too is if that build gets near something that you don't want in combat, like a caster or something, well, now that caster can't get away, because every time it tries to leave, bam, locked down.
Yeah. And I can also see in this build, if you do it right, something tries to run up on this character, she immediately gets a reaction. They get a reaction and just hit him real quick. My character's a paladin. My thought is I smite as soon as the thing runs up on me and drop it before it does anything to me.
Yeah. So now you're wasting its turn, high damage output, possibly dropping it.
Yeah.
And so it's that could be devastating.
It's all types of cool things you can do with it. Now, out of all the power builds, though, I think this is the easiest to stop.
Yeah, I mean, ranged attacks work fantastic against this build. If you do have a caster that doesn't want, that's trying to get away, shocking grasp and then run away, because if you hit them with that shocking grasp, there's no reactions.
That's right.
They can't hit you. So
or Misty Step.
Yeah.
Teleport. Or just anything that makes it where they can't see you. Because if they can't see you, they can't stop you. I mean, we come back to that a lot. Apparently, sight is a major part in stopping most of these builds. But
because if you can't see the thing leaving your threat area, you don't get an opportunity attack.
That's right. So, really, you can also play with terrain on this. If you can just make it where he is stuck in a smaller area, and you go around him.
But what happens when you just send a lot of creatures?
At
them. It's like okay, we'll send the goblin, we'll send the orc, we'll send the cultist, and let you waste that attack on them, and then everything else is coming in.
Yeah. He can't deal with it. She can't deal with it. They can't deal with it. It can't deal with it. Nobody can deal with that. That many things. A horde is a great way to even though that's basically what this character is meant to stop, is to stop the horde. Well, maybe it's this. Maybe finally, this is the power build that actively promotes teamwork. Because a smart team will make the best use of this person's power build. A wizard putting up walls. Where the only access for you to get to us is you got to go through him.
Yeah.
Well, if you put a wall of stone or a wall of fire and just don't point it at him, something like that, and he's the one in the middle of that wall, then, good luck getting past. Or you create, like the rogue makes sure that the one thing that gets by, he's the one who picks it off. Or the cleric is always buffing this power build. Maybe that's the issue.
It'd actually be really good with the rogue, because you stop it, you're next to it. Mm-hmm. If the rogue hits it, guaranteed sneak attack.
I mean, it's been in movies. It's definitely been, where one person holds a thing, the other guy shivs him in the side, and then runs to the next thing. Runs off. And maybe that's the real. Maybe we've looked at it the wrong way. It is the one power build that everybody can get behind versus
the one that's really annoying and hard to deal with.
Yeah, because nobody's going to be angry that Big Baddie can't get to him.
Yeah, and it's not you're not doing a significantly increased amount of damage.
So maybe the counter to this build is actually, let's agitate the party. Let's force them to get into the action where they normally would feel safe. Because I know that bothered me as my paladin when somebody got past me. If anybody tried to attack one of my party members, I'm like, oh crap, I didn't do my job. Well, why don't you move them around? Just as a DM, don't approach this as a single direction.
Yeah.
Keep in mind all the space around. Flying creatures can easily deal with this guy. A horde can't deal with hordes.
No.
If he can't see what he's about to do, then stop it. I mean, there's a couple of spells that get rid of the reactions, and then you really stopped all of his feats.
Oh yeah.
No reaction means he's completely useless in what he's spent levels on doing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of, or you can also just send, before the big baddie comes up, you can just send the fodder in front of him.
Yeah. Send those low level peons. Let them,
every turn there'll be one little guy runs up there and goes, "Aha! You gonna hit me? No, or you do hit me? Oh, I die." And then the big dude comes up, hits, and then moves away. Well, okay, now it's the next one.
Yeah, or maybe it's got a bunch of pets like wolves. You send the wolves up to attack, and then the baddie's got his 10-foot reach, and he's like, "Okay, the wolves are dealing with you." Bow.
Yeah.
Bow. Like I got my own thing, guy.
Yeah. Counter his own little ability just by doing the same thing, really.
Yeah. But I mean, maybe you guys out there have a horror story about this build. If somebody has played this build and like you guys were having a tough time dealing with it, or how maybe it was problematic for you guys, you could put it down in the comments and maybe give us some insight on this one, because we're actually a little confused.
Yeah, well,
on it.
A little stumped on this, because
I mean, there's ways we can make it a little bit worse than what it is, but it takes getting higher level. Which, I mean, higher level is higher level. It's just, it is what it is.
Yeah, and then the higher you go, the more options as a DM you have to just stop whatever they're doing. You know, once you get to a certain plateau, it doesn't matter how powerful their ability is. There's always something that can easily counter a player.
Yeah. Once you get higher level, it's you just force cage that person.
Yeah.
And then,
banish them.
Yeah, we're just going to do it. Yeah, banish. Yeah, we're just going to deal with this now.
That fighter you got there that, holds the line. Well, he has a crappy charisma. Make this charisma save. Bye. You ain't holding the line anymore.
Yeah, or you first level command spell, make him run away.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, good job holding that line, buddy.
Yeah, there's lots of
Can't
ways.
pass that wisdom save.
Lots of ways to, or, there's intelligence saving throws.
I think maybe what it is this that DMs aren't using enough creatures, maybe with magic or other abilities. They're just using like baseline orcs, baseline ogre, baseline goblins,
hill giant, come smash.
Of course these characters are going to smash through them.
You got to create some fun things that...
Yeah, you're in a mystical world. Why wouldn't orcs have magic? Why wouldn't... That wasn't just an Eye of Grunch. Why wouldn't some goblins have some magic? Just
throw some other humans in there.
Yeah,
just basic.
Take the priest and just change it to a goblin.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go that way, classic way, or just force them into a situation that they have to deal with weird mystical things, or in hazardous terrain that they can't stand in one spot.
Yeah.
You want to stand in one spot? Well, in this dungeon right here, the tiles move around or they sink into the lava for a second and for a round. And if you stay on this one tile, you go down with it. And it comes back up and it goes down. Just create situations that standing still is not a great idea.
Yeah. But anyways, that's our little spiel about the Polearm Master Sentinel build. If you guys can drop some insight on us, please do in the comments. If you like the content we're putting out, please like, share, and subscribe.
Yep.
The subscribes can really help.
Yeah.
Also, the likes. Please like the videos if you like them.
Also, view it 100 times. Learn every word we've just said and make it rote.
But hopefully this actually helps some of you DMs out there. Helps you guys to balance some encounters and just have more fun sessions with the people you're playing with.
Yep. I think that's it, guys. And keep rolling those natural zeros.
That's right. Natty zeros, baby.
It's zeros. It's possible.
It is.
It's not possible.
It is. What if you have a negative?
But you're not you're not rolling it.
I mean,
you're rolling something
you
that
rolled and the modifier brought it down.
But that's not natural. Natural is you actually rolling it.
What if you roll off the table and it doesn't count? Bam, zero.
You're right. You got me. All right. See you guys.
Take care, guys.